It's one of those assignments where they say, so Matthew, this time you'll be working in a meeting room with no booths. And then they say, we can't wait while you stand up and do a full consecutive. So what am I going to do? I quite like being hidden behind these glass partitions. It's like a protective layer keeping me safe from all these people. And I can't even hide behind my notebook. There's nothing for it. I'm going to have to get up close and personal with all these normal people, all these delegates. Let's look at the positive side. Even when we do have the protective glass screen of the booth, there are still people listening to our voices all day and making judgments about us. They just don't necessarily have the chance to give us any feedback. When we're doing whispered interpreting, or chuchotage, as it's commonly known, using the French term, we do have that direct contact with the delegate, and we can find out all sorts of things from them. For instance, we can find out what it is that they really want to know. Don't bother with the introductions and the small talk, thanks. Or, she's just quoting the regulation now, I know all this, thanks. Just wait till she starts giving her own opinion. We also get first-hand information about what they already know. I expect he'll talk about sticky back plastic now. Ah, so you call it sticky back plastic in the UK? Good, thanks. And about what they don't know. Remind me, who is this guy again? The thing is, I can either explain who he is to you or tell you what he's saying right now, but I can't do both at the same time. And you may also discover a human side to your delegate. This stuff's boring. Shall I get you a coffee? Oh yeah, thanks. And you may even find out what your delegate has had for lunch. You may even be able to reveal a more human side to yourself. Sorry, I didn't catch that. They were all talking at once. Sorry, could I just ask you, was that distinction between stress and strain on the concrete runway clear to you? Was I using the correct terms in English? Thanks. Yeah. So ultimately, it's a privilege to be in the thick of the action, working alongside your delegates, literally side by side. Whispered interpreting is the purest form of interpreting, if you like. No simultaneous equipment, no consecutive notepad, just listening, analysing and speaking. And when you do it like this, you realise how difficult it can be sometimes to listen without headphones and speak without a microphone, especially if you're not in exactly the right position. So, here are a few tips. You need to be in a physical position where you're comfortable and you can clearly hear the speaker. This means that you may want to go into the meeting room before it starts, find out who the main speakers will be and who will be listening to you, and perhaps rearrange the seating plan accordingly. It may be that at some meetings, such as high-level meetings, for reasons of protocol, the seating plan will have already been decided without taking your needs into account, in which case my motto would be better to be standing discreetly next to the participants than to be sitting very comfortably a long way from the action. You need to speak loudly enough to be heard by your customer, or in some cases 2 or 3 customers, but quietly enough not to be a distraction for everyone else in the room. If you've never done it before, practice round the dinner table with your friends. So, happy whispering. Sorry, happy whispering.